Okay, so I'm starting off with a primer. I've already done my foundation and brows really quick just to save time. I want this to be a really quick and easy look for you guys. So I'm applying this all over my lid, and it doesn't make it like stark white. It just kind of highlights everything just a little bit. I do this so often, but I really like the way that it makes the end result of my eyeshadow. Okay, now I'm just going to be taking the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just going to go in with a large fluffy brush with Tempera, this lightest shade in the palette, and I'm just going to go over that to set it. Just very lightly. And today I'm going to be doing, I think, like I'm using more of these like red shades or pink shades in the palette. I'm going to be taking a blending brush. My brushes are so dirty right now, so I'm going to find a clean one. Okay, this is just a MAC 234 brush. It's one of those like regular with the, I don't even know how to describe that, but I'm just using it because it's clean. Okay, now I'm going to be taking, I think I'm going to be using red ochre. That looks really pretty. It's kind of like a brick red. So I'm just going to be taking this very lightly in the outer corner. And just kind of blending it in on the lash line. I think I am going to go in with a little bit more of a pink shade, but I'm going to blend this out first. This is a MAC 224. I can't remember the names of these brushes. I haven't really been doing a lot of tutorials, so it's just not sticking with me. Okay. So I'm blending that out. I am going to be going back in with that same brush that I was using, and I'm going to go in with actually I have another brush here. This is from Sigma, and I'm going to go in with Love Letter. It's like more of a bright pinky shade, and I'm just going to put that right over it and blend this up a little bit more into the crease. I'm going to take that MAC brush again and just kind of work on blending it out. I do not want this look to be too harsh, so I'm just applying a tiny bit of the eyeshadow and then just really working on blending it out. So I think those two shades made a really nice pink look. I do want to make it a little bit more natural though. So I'm going to go in with, let's see, I'm going to go in with Raw Sienna and just take that into the crease. Oops, wrong one. Wipe that off. Ooh, that is beautiful. I love that. It kind of reminds me of the same type of look that I get when I use Expensive Pink from MAC. Just like a really beautiful, like orangey, bronzy pink. So I'm just working on blending that. Okay, I think that looks pretty good so far. I'm going to go ahead and use Primavera, this gold shade, and I'm going to put this right on my eyelid. This palette is so good for like mixing and getting that perfect like sunset shade. It is so pretty. I've seen so many beautiful looks with this tutorial. It's just like a sunset. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm just blending that out. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of that Vermeer on the inner corner. It's a little bit lighter and more, it's more of like a champagne-y, frosty pink. So I'm just going to be taking that Raw Sienna and I'm going to bring it right underneath my lower lash line. just kind of working on blending it out. This is like a nice, like an orangey brown. So pretty. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and apply concealer. I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm just going to clean up under my eyes with this and highlight my nose and then forehead. Bring it down on the sides of my nose, and then also my chin, just to give it a little bit more coverage. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply winged liner. And so I also went ahead and applied some false lashes. These are the Salon Perfect Demi Wispies. I've been in love with these lately. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I just want to highlight my face just a little bit. My foundation is pretty dark today, so I just want to highlight. So I'm just taking this lightest shade with my beauty sponge. I swear I use my sponge for everything. And I'm just going to highlight just underneath my cheekbones. So basically it's like reverse contouring, I guess, because I'm not adding a contour. And then just right here on my forehead and then down my nose. You guys know. And then also just a little bit above my cheekbones. And I'm not taking this like directly underneath my eyes because I don't want for my concealer to get creasy, but just right below that. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this sit on there for a few minutes while I do my blush and highlight, and then I'll just kind of swipe it away. It's baking, but it's not like super heavy baking, it's just light baking. Okay, so for blush I'm using Rosy Outlook from MAC. It's just like a really nice peachy pink. So I'm just taking a stippling brush and just lightly applying it to the back of my cheeks and blending it. It's just very subtle. And then for highlight, I think I'm going to use, I have been using Soft and Gentle from MAC, but I'm just going to be using this other mineralized skin finish from MAC called Redhead, and I'm just going into the lighter part of this highlight and just taking that right above my blush. I want to get the Anastasia Beverly Hills, one of those highlighting palettes. They look so pretty, and I haven't wanted to buy a highlight in a really long time just because I have so many of them, but I definitely want to get one of those palettes. They are just gorgeous, and I guess they're not making those anymore. They're going to be making the individual palettes, but they're just so beautiful. Okay, so now moving on to lips. I am using the Anastasia Milkshake, and this is new. I've been working with this with some different lip liners and lip glosses just to kind of see how I like it. It is a liquid lipstick. It's like a really pale peachy shade. And I've been using it with Boldly Bare lip liner. So I like to kind of let it just set for a second and let it dry. While that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and apply a nude liner to my waterline. Sorry you guys, I'm all over the place, but that's usually how I do my makeup anyway. It's like multitasking. So that kind of just brightens my eyes up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Boldly Bare. I need to sharpen this. This just gives it a little bit of depth, and I don't want it to be like super light. I like really pale lipsticks, but there has to be like something else to it. It can't just be like all one shade. Okay, so I have that done. Now I'm going to go over that with a little bit of Dainty lip gloss from Anastasia. These lip glosses are seriously amazing. They're like lipstick. They're super pigmented. They're soft. They're not sticky, and they last for so long. I could probably wear this by itself and it would still be like super pigmented, like a lipstick. It is amazing. So that's Dainty. And I think I am done. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy the video. There are so many looks that you can create with this palette, and I am just loving it and super excited to show you guys some more looks with it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.